Hello everybody, how are you doing today? Welcome to this live stream. I am starting a minute earlier. Why? Because we are breaking out, so we need to watch the charts. We are breaking out, but I am actually looking for a short today. Why? That's what I am gonna tell you right now. So let's dive right in it and let's go to extra charts. Well, of course, it looks bullish. We are bullish. We broke out of the range. We swept the lows multiple times. So this was the low. We swept the low again. So what we are seeing right here and right now, why it is bullish and why we could go see way higher prices, is because we see sell side exhaustion. The sellers are tired of selling and the bulls are taking over. So we saw the delta in this, we are looking at the weekly. In this weekly candle, we saw the delta being negative and flipped over after the sweep to bullish. And now we are back inside the value right here. But there are a few things that might be troubling here. And that is that we are going into the point of control and the monthly VWAP right above it. So this is a huge level that needs to be tested. And if we go to the TPO, so this is 62.5 and 63.1. So if we go to the TPO, we had single prints right here. And as you can see, we had the point of control at 61.7. Well, look at this. We are right at this point right now. So we can expect some kind of pullback and sellers coming in. So let's go to the TREF. Look, the buyers are already having troubles in paradise here. So this is why I am looking at shorts at this point. We also see here on the left side, if we zoom in, the buyers got all the volume in. So if this candle rejects, we might have a nice short opportunity right here. Of course, we are not shorting because the buyers are in control. But I also don't want to go long at this point and play the breakout. But if we can manage to accept above 61.8, like this, if we can manage to go above 61.8, we see the next target is 62.4 or maybe even 62.5. Okay, so we can go long, but we need to pass and break this level actually. So I want to see what will happen right here. So I'm not playing the breakout right now. We are waiting for acceptance a little bit higher before we are gonna do anything. Also, the way down is we did broke out of the value range. So if we look at this right here, this was, oh, you can see properly. So this was the range we had, right? And we filled the lows, and now we see that the value is shifting higher and higher. So yes, we are bullish, we are breaking out, and we don't want to short early. But if we see some kind of distribution, I will be shorting. Why? We do have levels open right here. If we also want to go down later on, we see some single prints right here, unfinished business, and here, and there are some levels we could test again. Also, this in the London session, this is the most appealing one, 61.7. This zone is, well, really untested, so we could short from here to here and maybe then see the real breakout. This is a good possibility. So let's see what happens in 15 minutes if we can manage to break out and hold above 61.9. Let me get the chat here. Peter says, I'm short. Len is in longs. So we have some different opinions here. So I think it depends, right? If you are long from this low, I would definitely hold my long. I would take profit if we see some weakness right here. But yeah, I would just sit and wait until we break this. I would put my stop below this value zone right here if I was in longs. So everything above here is bullish territory for today. But yeah, still this is a really nice shorting zone. And otherwise the best short for me, I hope we break and we can get a little long in and we can find the short actually here. But why? Because we are at the point of control as well, like I showed you right here. So it's a previous month point of control. A lot of sellers will be there. If we look inside the candle here in the order flow, look at this. There's a lot of selling going on right here. There are no point of controls that needs to be tested. So I think the real battle will be at 62.5. So that would be my my best short entry for today. And now let's see if we can break above 61.8. We are actually right there now. 61.8, we are there. So let's see how this progresses. We see the buyers still at the upper side of the candle. So they are really trying. But we also see in the volume, the sellers are stronger pushing than the buyers are. You see, so this looks like distribution to me. So we need to see what will happen right now. We need more candles to short though, because we also see the sellers that are trying right here are not making lower lows. That's an very important thing to remember. Also, I think in 10 minutes the volatility could push to this box here, and then we can get a better short opportunity. So let's wait and see. The price action today, I don't really like it. Why? Yes, the prices are going up, but look at this. We are creating so much liquidity to the... it's all liquidity right here. If we can short around here, I mean, the way down, Asia low is also still open. The way down will be really heavy. Where's the daily low? Yeah, I don't know if we are going to go back to the daily low instantly, but we can also just break out, right? So let's see. I see the weekly, previous week value area high, by the way, right here, which we should test, to be honest, before we dump. Makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I really don't like to be long at this point. The breakout is so weak. Sellers are strong, so I am expecting a late buyer trap scenario somewhere. But also, that doesn't mean that the price cannot go higher, right? It's... yeah, we see a lot of selling as well. We just need to wait. What we do want to see, if we are breaking out, we want to see the volume like this. The volume spikes. But if the volume spikes like this, we don't want slow pacing action. We want continuation, aggression from the bulls. And the aggression is just not there. It's not here. So what we are seeing now is the volume goes down. So we are compressing the price right here. So we are imminent for a breakout or a breakdown anytime soon. Yeah, I think we will see it after 9 minutes from now. Also, let's look at the 4-hour order flow here. So looking at this, and we trade the range, right? We had the range high here and the range low here. So if we were range bound right now, do we accept higher prices? Yeah, we do. At this point, we are accepting higher prices. So that's why I'm telling you, it's not really... we don't want to short too early. The price can expand a lot. But I also do expect, like, for example, if we are at 62.8, like I told you, and we have the previous month view up right here in the supply. We can see something like this. We push up, and then we come all the way back down to at least test the range high for acceptation, or we lose it. I mean, we are still in a very strong downtrend. Yeah, we swept a lot, but we are in a very strong downtrend. So, yeah, I'm not really convinced. Let's look at the delta. Okay, so what we are seeing here in this breakout candle, there aren't that much buyers yet. So in this candle, there were 150 million buyers at the highest point, and now 67 million. But the sell side is also not really aggressively selling into it or absorbing it. So that's why the price can continue higher. Longs are opening. Point of control is not really topping out yet. So yeah, actually I expect 62.8 at this point. But do I want to go long? I don't really like it. Well, now the aggression comes. It feels like a setup before. I mean, US will open in like 7 minutes. It feels like it's prepping the last move. Just like, okay, now we are grinding up, and then in a few minutes, US opens, and boom, we see this, and followed by this. This is what I'm expecting, and what I want to trade if it happens. Why are you not long? Peter is asking. Well, like I said, I'm not really trusting this move. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe not, but today, for me, when I trade, let's put it like that, I am only trading it. I need to switch my screen 1 second. Yeah, so I am actually only trading when, like yesterday, we have Asia session. We had Asia high, Asia low, and UK staying inside of it. This for me is where I like to trade. This is where I'm like really good at reading the market. But today we saw something different, and that is when Asia high and Asia low were already, well, the Asia high was already swept by the UK session. So when we see this, most of the times two things can happen. Like US will just continue, but it's for me, I'm playing the sweep, so it's for me harder to trade my edge. So I'm really here not to trade, especially because I'm just trading the Asia high and low sweeps, which failed today. But yeah, I'm here just to look at the price together with you. So I'm not forcing any trades. I'm just looking at, can we find a good short opportunity? If yes, okay, I will take it, but I'm not going long because I'm not trusting what I see here. Of course, and you should. I mean, if you want to go long, you should go long. But like I said, I'm not going long just because the price goes up. I want to go long when I know when I'm right, or when I have the highest probability of being right, and when I make money. So in this case, I'm not sure where we are going. Yeah, we are probably going to 62.8. But where do we need to put our stop loss in this case? I don't know. I mean, I see a lot of liquidity that can be triggered anytime in a few minutes. So I don't like to trade when the setup is not really clear. So the thing is, let's say we are now breaking out and we are getting the liquidity soon, boom, and we see, okay, now we don't accept below the value area low, value area high, and we got a retest of the breakout. I see my screen wasn't really, yeah. Okay, and now I can say, okay, we retested the value area high, and now we see the bulls getting aggressive. Now I know where to put my stop loss for invalidation. You missed the best short now. No. And you always say this, and it's quite annoying because you don't seem to understand my trading, my view on trading. Um, you never miss anything. There are so many opportunities in the market. And like I said, we can gamble on going long or going short or whatever. But if I am not sure enough to make money, why should I gamble my money, right? Just because we see green candles makes no sense. If you want to be consistent, I think you should just play when you are playing your edge. And this ain't my edge. So yeah, we can go short because we see the value area high getting rejected, right? We could go short here, stop loss above, but what if the price goes up now? There's nothing tested yet. We didn't break any lows yet. Means nothing. So I don't really agree. So we could go long, short after 2 minutes. And if we break below and accept here, like we see now, but I want to see the buyers try and fail. We didn't see that yet. We didn't see that. So look at this. Imagine if we did short here, right? Now we see actually the buyers try. And if we break this low, I prefer the short more. Like if we break this low now, we can go short, for example, and put our stop above where the buyers did try. But now, as well, we didn't close. Buyers still strong. This indicates to me I'm not want to short right now. Look at all the buyers still trying to buy. So yes, we can go down, but the buyers still want to buy, which I don't like at this point. We also see nothing in the order flow. Maybe my settings are not great. Yeah, my settings are good. So yeah, this feels like a liquidity grab. Not like the actual top. Okay, if you talk Dutch one more time, Peter, I will give you a timeout. You know we are speaking English here. And if you can't respect my trading, then I don't know what you are doing here. I'm not in a trade right now. Like I said, this is not my edge. I'm not in a trade. If I'm in a trade, I will let you know. This is not it. Okay, we opened US. Let's see what happens. Okay, so also the TPO swept the highs here, swept the single prints. Yeah, and we are rejecting this one, which is actually a good thing. We are still above the UK session as well, so... Okay, now some aggression comes in. And when I will go short, like I already told you, when we fill the daily value area high. Why? Look at this. There are buyers here that might protect. And we don't want to be short at this point. So let's see if we can sweep the daily value area high and go higher and we go long. Or if we fail, we go short. Okay, now we see buyers stepping in, but they are not really putting the volume in for now. Let's see if this volume bar goes higher. No. So volume down, price up. Most of the times that's not really a good thing, but... And 62.8 is the best short opportunity for me. So how's your short going, Peter? How are you feeling with the shorts? So I'd rather go short right here. If we now try to, if we see something like this, instead of going short here in the middle when we know buyers are still protecting. Still, I don't like the scenario at all. We also see nothing in the order flow. We see absorption right here. I see a lot of buyers, but not really progressing. Gold is actually going for it today. It's crazy. Of course, if you are long, this might be a very good trade. I agree. This is interesting. Now, if we break this high, we might consider longing. Volume comes in. People are absorbing the shorts here. Let's see if they can get aggressive. In the TRF, we also see a lot of big sell orders still coming in. Yeah, and that is actually the problem, that a lot of people have longs open and look at the liquidity build up. I think it might still be a nice trap scenario, at least for the late buyers right here. Nivo is asking, the daily value area high low control is on a different price on the TREF and normal time-based charts. Which one is more accurate to look at? Yeah, so basically, what I always use like the middle time frame here. Why? Because I know if I use this, it actually works. If I do it on a lower time frame, it doesn't work. And what you want to do, it doesn't really matter where you use it, but you need to be consistent about which one you use. Okay, that's important. So for me, I'm looking at the middle time frame here, and I also look at the weekly time frame. So this one is like the previous month fall. As you can see, we swept it multiple times, accepting above. So what is next? Point of control. All right, so I know the weekly is like really, really accurate. So I'm using this. And the middle time frame TREF is for me also only for the daily, by the way. So yeah, there is some difference, but you need to be consistent in which one you use actually. That's basically it. So if you use the lower time frame, for example, and you see, hey, this works for me because the price reacts properly to it, yeah, then you can just use it. Okay, so look at this price action. Like I'm not willing to put any money into this crazy shit we see here. So let's wait for a better, clear opportunity here. Also, I think the daily value area high at this point makes a lot of sense. Because we see the last buyers in this impulse move came in right here. So if we sweep all the stops and we can gain more value and aggression to the upside, this might be a really good spot to go long. I mean, why would you go short right now at this point looking at this? We have a huge bullish candle with sellers failing. I would never short at this point right now. We also are still around the previous week value area high, asking for acceptation. We didn't make any new lows. So, yeah, of course, it might be a good short if we fill auction like this and we break this low. But the bulls are in control. Let's put it like that. But the bulls are also failing to create new highs. So I'm curious what will happen. We also see the open interest not going higher. So no actual new longs are pushing here. Volume of the sellers is really huge. And that's why I said this whole uptrend, we go up, but it's not, the bulls are not aggressively strong, which is really annoying if you want to scalp or play the breakout. So that's why I'm not playing the breakout. Yeah, we can go higher. We will go higher probably. Also, if we look at these candles, we get one red candle right here, and the bulls keep pushing. So we might still expand a lot. So what I want to see now for a long, well, when I want to scalp right here, if we see the volume go up, open interest go up, and we see in the TREF the big sell buy orders are coming in. So if the buy orders are not coming in, yeah, there's no reason to go long here. But also, there's no reason to go short as long as we are above. If we look at this, if we are above the failed seller. So if we dump back to this level, the buyers will step in and try again, you know? So let's wait. Yeah, I can understand why, but to be honest, I personally wouldn't close my longs yet. I think if you put your stop loss right here, you should be protected by the absorption here, but yeah, I'm looking at longs too, but I need to see the aggression first, and then we can play to 61.8. That's basically what I'm looking for right now. Still, we are not really progressing, so but the buyers don't seem tired as well. Okay, so what happens now? Look at these candles. Small and big blue candles right here. So the buyers are actually trying really hard. But what we need to see for a good breakout, we need long candles. Long candles with not like huge delta bars, but small delta bars. We need easy price action to the upside. So we can conclude that this is just a huge battle here. And I want to see the reaction here in this absorption zone. Bau's looking for shorts. Yeah, me as well, but not at this point. I'm not convinced for either side, so... I might go for a long at this point here. Yeah, I mean, it does interest me. If the bulls really step in at that point. But the best long or the best short will be around 61.4. So, let's see. Yeah, this price action is scary, and to be honest, this price action like today, I'm not like yesterday. If you were on the stream, we were accurate as fuck. Like all the trades were almost like perfect on a few stop losses, of course. But today, I mean, this market is behaving really weird. Like, look at these candles. It's really hard to actually find a good trade. Why? You get stopped out so much. You get faked out, stopped out while the price is moving up. It is scary, and that's why I'm telling you, like, I am not really interested in a trade when one side is not getting really aggressive. Like, I don't fucking care. I don't want to lose money because this market is made to lose, actually. And yes, of course, if you are down here being in longs, nice, well done. But if you are scalping today, it might feel like hell, and it's not your fault. It's the market that is, well, it's the market that had three sweeps failed and now wants to see higher prices, but we are seeing also heavy resistance points on the way up here. So that's why the market is still undecisive. I think the market will really expand if we can claim above 65.6. I mean, if we see this and we see acceptation above the value area high, I think the expansion to 73 will be explosive. That's what I think. So yeah, but still, we can go we can reject right here or even at the value area high and just see lower prices next week or in 2 weeks. As long as we are not above the value area high here, it's still bearish territory, to be really honest with you. The wheels are listing themselves from their long positions, but they haven't sold in large volumes yet. Look at the small short. Yeah, I mean, it's the thing is, like I said, it is a good opportunity to short, but now we broke through this level. Look at this. We are right here. And the value is, less value is here. So we are actually above the value right now. So if we accept above the value like we see now, the probability that we will go and test unfinished business here, 60 to 5 is in the charts at this point. I mean, we should expect it. We should expect it. So when are we shorting? Well, first of all, we need to lose the previous value here, right? And that's why I say, like, okay, the daily value area high is around here. If we lose this level, we can short all the fucking way from here back to here. This is the short we can take if we be patient. Okay, we need patience. So we don't have to gamble right here, guys. We don't. It's not a casino. We don't need to gamble. So I hope that I made it clear, and I hope it helps. I mean, I would love a gambling live stream to do that sometimes, but this is not it, guys. We are trading confirmations here. Len, yeah, no need to trade. Asia London session in the morning was decent. Yeah, so actually I didn't make a trade yet. Well, I made one, the Asia high sweep, which failed. But I know if I backtested it so much, and I know like if the market continues, I need to wait for the extreme. Okay, so in this case, the extreme point here is at least 62.5. So that's why I'm just sitting on my hands and wait. I'm ready to stream blackjack. Yeah, I actually never liked blackjack so much. But it is, well, it is like, it feels like you have some influence on it, like the choices you can make. But of course, the house always wins. But it would be fun sometimes, like late midnight streams or something. Yeah, so if I would go to a casino, I would go for fun. If I want to make money, I will be here on extra charge, you know? So if I would gamble, I'm not gambling to get rich. I mean, that makes no sense. That makes zero sense. Okay, so actually, I'm gonna be honest. This looks super bullish. This looks super bullish. Why we accept higher prices? Now we only need to see aggression. So if we see aggression here, I might enter because I know that 62 point. I'm calling it again. 62.8 is a target here, but eventually we are still in the range. I don't like. Let's make it yellow. We are still ranging, so if we can accept above the range, I'm in for longs. But I'm really taking very low risk today because I'm not really sure about this market conditions. Went a few times to Holland Casino because in Belgium it's 21. Ah, okay. Here in Holland it's 18, of course. Yeah. What I mean, the line between taking trading seriously and gambling is like really thin. So I think, and that's why I want to teach you, like, be patient in this case. Because if you are gambling on if we go higher or lower here, yeah, you can rather go to Holland Casino, right? You have more chances of winning than if you gamble right here. Because you think it's 50%, but it's really not. It's not a 50% chance that you win if you go long or short now. Why? Because stop loss hunts are real, you know? Um, yeah, so you can be stopped out and then the price moves in your direction, and yeah, you know how it works. So seeing this and seeing this level right here, it's really interesting to see if we can bounce here and reclaim the range. I mean, if we see this, I might go for a long. Why? I know where my stop loss should be. At this point, I am not sure where we should put the stop. Why? Because, yeah, we have a range low that is protected, but we also have protection from the range low, but not aggressively biased to the upside. So um, if we put our stop here, it's really vulnerable. And if we already tested this level, our stop is protected. So that this might be an option. I mean, the price action is actually really boring. So I hope we see some action in a few minutes. Because look at this shitty candle structure here. I mean, what the hell? It's Thursday. It's US Open. Come on. Well, I'm not expecting lower prices. I know we will see lower prices. I'm actually not. I'm actually convinced we will see 45k. So that's why I'm not really eager to get long-term. I'm not buying spot positions, for example. But we can see in the weekly, we can see that the sellers are getting exhausted. Right here, the sellers are exhausted. The buyers are taking over. So yeah, we can expect some kind of bounce in a few weeks. I mean, we can also, if we create a range here, and we go all the way back to the range high, and then we create a new low. I mean, this is a real possibility as well, but we can only say that if we claim the value area high. But before we do that, like in this case, I'm still expecting lower prices eventually. It depends on how aggressive the buyers will be at some point. I mean, the buyers are not, yeah, they are breaking out, but they are not really aggressive if we look at the Delta Max, for example. Right, the Delta Max is not going anywhere yet if we look at previous weeks. So yeah, the sellers were just so tired that it was easy for the bulls to create this candle, but we see no aggression. The aggression lacks here. So yeah, I'm just expecting lower. But at some point, I will tell you like, okay, now the buyers took over control. Now we can expect 70, maybe 75k, and you want to search for longs. But in this case, we are still below value, guys. And that's important. As long as we are below previous month value, you should seek shorts at the extremes. But also the good play, and I heard some of you did it. Like if you spotted the exhaustion here, and you went long right here, you did it. You did a pretty good job, to be honest. You did a pretty good job. So in that case, I would just hold on to the longs. I'm a intraday trader, so I'm never holding long positions here, but I would definitely take profit at 62.5 because the point of control, you never know how that will go. But chances are really high that we will go to the value area high. 64.5 makes a lot of sense. Okay, now, do we... this actually gets a bit scary for the range. Why? We have 1, 2, 3, and if we now break at the 4th attempt, it means the buyers are tired, sellers can take over. TRF time, yes. Okay, sellers are coming in aggressively. Buyers are still trying. I'm expecting the red box at least. We have a lot. We have a lot of liquidity as well on the 1 minute. I see. Ooh, yeah. We also have a 1 minute no wick in the red box. So I am curious to see if the bulls can defend. So game plan didn't change here. If we test here, reclaim the range, I will be long. But I want the red box to be tested. It needs to be tested for me. Again, now we just leave the no wick open, which also doesn't make any sense. So I will stay out. I hope we don't grab the liquidity we build up right now. That would be really bad for longs. I mean, this is still valid right now. As long as we are not breaking the high, this ID for a long is still valid. This is also a good thing. We see the sell side volume going down as well. So if we come back in this level and the volume doesn't go up, that's actually a really good thing. But yeah, if we lose this level, yeah, we might push down quickly. But 61.5 is right here. Yeah, look at this. Daily value area high, we see a lot of buyers. It is was it tested? Oh yeah, it was already tested here. So a sweep below would be nice. And sometimes, guys, like I always tell you, like you don't always have to understand the market if the market doesn't understand itself. So I think today is really a day that the market wants to do something but doesn't understand why it's not happening. And that creates like this weird price action. I mean, I almost never see this structure at a top. It almost never happens. So a pullback feels imminent at this point. But higher prices as well. Higher prices as well. The question is, where do we enter? So, of course, we are not entering randomly. Yeah, I can feel the manipulation too. So that's why I'm really careful, but I'm just pre-planning, right? So the pre-planning is this. Okay, we go for a small long position here to see the early breakout, or we will just trade the value area high like this. These are my only options now. I don't see any trades we can make. Yeah, unless we just push out here and we go long, but yeah. Okay, the price is really not moving for like yeah, since half an hour it's really not moving. Let's see what happens. New hourly coming in, yeah. Let's see, 2 minutes. Yeah, so the thing is, if it keeps this way, I don't really like to watch. Why? Because we might force ourselves into trades that are not really here. So I'm speaking from experience. We will just lose money, you know. Yeah. So that's why I keep telling you we need to know where to put our stop loss. It's so important for risk management. Okay, so this one now invalidates because we are taking the liquidity, we are breaking this high. So we accept value within the range again. And it also built a lot of stops here below. So if we now move below it, we might just push down. And all the sellers that are sitting here might just actually get like aggressive bees coming in, you know. So Peter is long. Yeah, I couldn't tell you if we are pushing down or up. I don't know at this point. I'm just gonna be honest. It can be either way. I'm expecting. Well, as long as we are in the range, of course, you should expect more upside because the bulls keep control. But I also think manipulation here could be a thing. We can only wait and see. We see the open interest actually dumping here. So no new long positions are being opened. Okay, the new hourly is now open. Okay, we see some seller, some absorption right here. Also, this gives a good picture about the actual absorption at the lows here. So that's why I tell you, like, the buyers are in control still. Okay, now new positions are opening. Volume comes in. Nice. Now, can we break out with aggression? If yes, I am willing to go. But if we see this kind of volume and we are not breaking out heavily, then yeah, I don't trust it. Let's see. Okay, now the aggression comes in. A lot of buyers. Still, we're not really progressing here. Yeah, also the way up is not so far anymore, so let's see if we can hold the level here. This is the demand we need to hold. If we can break the high, we can go for a long. We should be protected in this case. I'd rather not take this demand right now. I'd rather just break out here and then we can go in. Because then we have our stop loss being protected. Yeah, gold, I missed the whole trade. I mean, I had a killer trade yesterday on gold, but that long trade today I missed. Yeah, I'm feels bad. Feels bad. Anyway, it happens. Might be a good opportunity if we believe we go higher here. But we first need to see the bull step in. Then we might get aggressive here. Okay, look at the volume. It's really... Buyer stepping in. Look at the Delta Max. They are opening. This should be it. If we dump now, it's not really great. Okay, we are at the 1 minute demand. We are not respecting it. Well, bye-bye to the 3%, Peter, I guess. Yeah, I don't... I hope you closed. It was a fake out move. Manipulation move to trap the late buyers. But we leave a 1 minute no wick. So if I see that, I'm never taking the short. I mean, this is really untradeable. This is... If you are waiting for real confirmation, there's nothing here. Yeah. And I don't like to trade ranges when it's more than like 3 taps. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 taps already. So the market is just undecisive here. It's Peter. It's not AI. For a fact, Peter is not AI. But yeah. Let's see. We still, it doesn't make too much sense that we fail to. I'm still expecting a little bit higher, to be honest. I mean, this makes no sense leaving this untested. It makes no sense. So I'm again waiting for a trade. You're not a good scalper. Yeah, well, you know, I'm not fucking scalping. That's why. I'm not fucking... I'm just waiting for the A+ setup today, Peter. What do you not understand? Yeah, so I scalped a lot, but I did it on purpose because I wanted to quickly learn Orderflow really good. I really wanted to make decisions in like a split second. Now I know I can scalp really well if I want to. But now I want to wait for confirmation trades. Why? Like Len is telling me, telling you, scalping gives a lot of pressure. Like, nice, you have 6%, but in a few minutes you are down 6% if you keep going and going and going. I mean, it's a mental game that is really putting a lot of pressure on you. So if you can make it work, and okay, nice, good for you. But for me, yeah, I don't really fancy it so much. I mean, I like to do it. I like to do it a lot, but for the win rate and the daily pressure, I think just waiting for confirmation setups is the best thing to do. And we are in a trade for sometimes 10 minutes, sometimes 4 hours. That's the maximum. I'm never leaving it open overnight. Um, so, yeah. Why would I get myself crazy for 1 minute scalps if we know we get a killer short anytime soon? But yeah, if the scalp is like really, how do you say it, like really obvious, then okay. I mean, why wouldn't you take it? But I need to know where I must put my stop loss. So again, in this case here, where do we need to put our stop loss? I mean, yeah, we can put our stop here, but we know that literally here is unfinished business for the market. So I'm not willing to get into this trade when I know we need higher prices eventually. Well, I think you don't know because you don't seem to understand. But that's fine. That's fine. If you are happy, I'm happy, Peter. I'm just here for your entertainment, you know? Okay. Well, like I told you, don't speak Dutch. So if you can't listen, then. Okay. So we are reacting on the inverse fair value gap we did create here. Still, I don't like it. We need to break the lows. But it might be the push to the daily value area high here. Yeah, I start to like it as well, but we miss the aggression from the sellers. If we see the aggression now, I am willing to go for it. Uh, Also because we see look how much sell pressure there's coming in the volume. Also, the open interest is not rising, so it's not really bullish. But we are missing the aggression behind the volume. So if we see the aggression, I'm in instantly uh, for a scalp this time. Scalp to the daily value area high. But yeah, look at the sellers are really trying, but not gaining anywhere, gaining anything. Can we get some aggression? Okay, the delta is now. Oh, you can see it, but the delta is now really pushing. But so much buyers want to hold this price. Like I said, it just feels like we need higher prices at this point. Which makes it really annoying today. Okay, so if we are not seeing a breakout anytime soon, I will close because we are looking at literally consolidation, which bores me a lot. So I hope this is the 2 minutes, when I decide to leave and something happens. Yeah, I watched it yesterday. I mean, it was crazy. I think it was like the best the best match of the World Cup. Like the tension in the between the players as well, like the frustration, like fuck, we are gonna lose, and also the Belgium, how do you say, the Belgium speaker from television said like, yeah, it's over, it's never gonna happen again, you know, and then within 3 minutes it's 2-2. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Yeah, so I at that point I wanted to be from Belgium just to celebrate. That was really nice. Well, I think that's not really the case. Well, yeah, the first half Belgium played worse than Senegal, of course, but I think Senegal just thought, okay, we won the match, and they just let it be, you know, and they got punished for it really hard. So I think because they didn't put in the effort to the end, they deserve to lose, you know. Okay, here we go. By the way, so I am going long here because I expect higher prices. We see some aggression. If this is again a fake out, I'm not trading shit anymore. But this should be it. I entered here. Stop loss. I want to be protected by the sell side here. And we are targeting the red box. I mean, the hell? Uh, wow, this is insane. Okay. Well, we did now. Well, we didn't even test this. Now we should go higher. If this fails, I don't know where we are looking at. We open a new 15-minute candle soon. I'm actually in. So if this one fails, I give up. I think the penalty is deserved, to be honest. But I would rather see the penalties. I think it would be more fair for both parties. But it was a penalty. There was like contact, so I've never saw a referee looking at the screens for so long. So it was really a hard decision, I think. But yeah, why the hell would you make in the last second? Why would you make a sliding like that, knowing that it's vulnerable for a penalty? Yeah, I think he's crying in his bed. He did cry in his bed later on, but crazy, just crazy. I did take a short on this stop. Okay. Just a little tap, you couldn't. Yeah, but a tap is a tap. You shouldn't make an action like that, you know? It was a deserved penalty. Well, I guess we got trapped. And I'm also done for the day if this hits. Yeah, we are out. Okay, guys, this is it for me. I'm not. If this, then fuck this price action. But yeah, For me, it is my edge isn't here, guys. My edge isn't here, so I can't give you good setups either way. So this is it. I will wish you all the best for today. Keep it safe. This isn't really a charge you want to trade too much. So we made one loser, lost 1%. It's all good. It's all fine. Yeah, better hopes for tomorrow. Trapped by me. Yeah, well, I think, to be honest, you will hit stop if you don't watch out. Because the TPO is telling higher prices. I might be stopped out, like, for this tick. But yeah, I hope we fall down really hard for you. I mean, I'm not trading here, so let's hope. Yeah, I read it, Peter, so I will ban you right now, so fuck you. Um, okay, guys, I will see you later. Bye bye. Ciao, ciao.